Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your June reading. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get you some insight, guidance, see what you can expect over the next couple of weeks. See what Spirit wants you to know, look out for, be aware of, what could be currently unfolding. We're going to see what you are needing to know, Cancer. Let me know how you doing. Cancer season's just around the corner. Birthday is coming up real soon. Shout out to the June Cancerians. I hope you guys have a wonderful birthday. And let's see what your messages are. We have a lot of cards bringing up like unity, connection, love, romance. Yeah, I'm seeing like there is an energy of like coming together. There is an energy of merging with unity and the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. This feels like community. This feels like love, friendship, family. This feels very healing, uplifting, nurturing, and there's something your intuition is asking you to take a chance on, okay? We have Luthas the Wild with a singer of intuition. Your intuition is coming through so strongly right now. It's guiding you towards taking a chance to go for it, to put your foot on the gas and take the chance, Cancer. Will you take the chance? Will you say yes? I think you got multiple opportunities coming in. We have a collection of pixies with the green woman, and again, more of this intuitive energy with the dark lady. This is very much like knowing things before it happens, having dreams, seeing symbols, synchronicities, insights from your higher self that are communicating with you to go forwards and pursue something like a crazy wild dream or a crazy wild adventure. Like it's showing like go for it, have fun with it, enjoy it. There's a lot of pleasure, there's a lot of fun to be had. It feels here it's time to take a chance. Your numbers, by the way, we have 21, we have 1, 7, and 57. So those numbers might be important for somebody. Maybe you're turning 57 this year. Maybe your birthday's on the 7th of July. Some of you could be turning 21. We have like 1, which representing like new beginnings. So very interesting, you guys. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know, and maybe we'll get a little bit more of an explanation as to why these cards have come out, but definitely seems very good, very supportive at this time. Feels like very supportive, positive, healing vibrations that you are embodying and that you're tapping into this time of the year. Show me clearly what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What my Cancerians need to know right now, month of June. 7 of Swords is your first card out. We do have the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm getting an energy where, first of all, for you, it's very important for you to strategize, for you to plan ahead, and for you to, I'm hearing cover your tracks. Cover your tracks. I don't know. Sometimes 7 of Swords can bring in a disruptive or sabotage energy. So hopefully it's not somebody around you that's throwing you off. I've noticed over the last week or so, there's been a lot of like things that have happened outside of my control. And in a way, it feels like, what the heck, am I being sabotaged? But even last night, I was like saying to someone, I was like, what is the universe like protecting me from? You know? So you could be experiencing something like that similar, where it's like, it looks like 8 of Pentacles. You're putting in all this energy, putting in all this effort. But it's kind of a pain in the ass. We have the 3 of Swords and then a 10 of Wands in the reverse, showing like you, okay, so here you are, you're healing, you're recovering, you're overcoming some sort of obstacle, a stressful time. Looks like you also are getting some kind of recognition. 6 of Wands with the 8 of Cups. So you walked away from something recently, Cancer, or you could be in the process of leaving something behind, and whoever or whatever it is that you're walking away from, they know it. They're watching you walk away. Watching you walk away. It's very much clear. It's out in the open. High Priestess reverse. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces or a Cancerian. We have Cancer, Pisces, and even Scorpio with Death. So all the elements, not all the elements, all the water signs showing up in this spread. But someone could be sabotaging you. Or maybe they don't want you to move on from them. It looks like you're letting some sort of, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. It looks like you're trying to let some sort of pain go. Are you masking something? Are you hiding something? If you are suffering or if you are hurt, could you be masking that? Could you be hiding that? Maybe you're using your work as a huge focus. Anyway, Seven of Swords. Also, do be mindful of anybody trying to sabotage you, get in your way, or block you from your blessings. Although you're so divinely protected, nothing will stop you from receiving your blessings and all the effort that you've been investing in your journey, in your progress, the work that you've been doing. Nothing will stop the blessings from coming in. So I just want to affirm that for you and remind you, it doesn't matter. You are protected. Divine is looking out for you. Spirit has your back. Show me clearly what's going on for Cancer. What do my Cancerians need to know, look out for, be aware of during this time? So Six of Pentacles coming out. Make sure if you're making any agreements or deals that it's like very much fair and square, because they're honestly Six of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. Because there's a collaborative aspect going on here. It seems like this could be involving like 2 or more people. There are things that you could be hiding from them, and there's things that they're hiding from you. There's lack of transparency. Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom. It could be related to money, family, other family members that are involved. There could be secrets, family secrets or agreements. Maybe there's things coming up about, you know, inheritance or someone's money, bank details, things like that, a home, a property, some kind of investment. Someone here is feeling very guarded, or like they look at the Nine of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. Someone feels like they cannot trust these individuals. You may be feeling that way, Cancer. So if that's the case, remember, Luther's the wild and intuition. You have this hunch, this intuitive hunch, and Spirit says, yup, that's true. Yup, go for it. Or yup, like thumbs up. You're on point. Okay. Because even the Luther's the wild, it can be a reckless energy too. It's like someone, power being placed in the wrong hands could lead to disruption or destruction, you know? So there could be someone that you are hesitant on working with or making some sort of agreement because there's something intuitively you're feeling like that doesn't seem to be fair, or there's something that seems like a mismatch. We'll get more on this, hopefully. Make sure that someone's not trying to, like, I'm hearing butter your biscuit, or try to like do something without you knowing, or like breaking an agreement here. If you're signing a contract, read the fine print. Really read the fine print. It's like if you go get a new phone, which maybe some of you aren't doing that, you know, read the contract, because you're like, what's this extra fine about? Or why am I being charged more? Yeah, they're like, oh, this month, it's like, it's completely free. But then if you don't read the fine print, it's like, yeah, it's free for the first month, and then the next 12 months, next 24 months, however long the contract is, yeah, you are now locked in and you have to pay for all the, like, make sure you know what you're getting into. Seven of Cups, 7-7. So we actually have 7-6-7. Maybe someone born 1967 or 76 could be important, or maybe 76, 67, those numbers. Seven of Cups. What is the truth? It's quite a confusing time. You're trying to figure out what's real, right? What's real? You have options, though, I will say. You have options available to you, but what's going to be the best path? Who's the best option? If this is in love, or, you know, there's just confusions and questions on people's integrity, people's honesty, if they're just trying to sell you this romantic story or this, you know, beautiful picture, perfect. Ooh, look, we have the Devil in the reverse. So it looks like whatever it is that you're choosing out of all these options, you know which ones are not good for you. You know which ones you should avoid at all costs. Devil reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, pretty much clear, very, very clear here. You're definitely not putting your energy anywhere that is making you feel unsafe or unseen, or just like destabilizing. So you know exactly what to watch out for, exactly what to avoid or steer clear of. I also feel like Lucis the Wild and the Singer of Intuition, this is showing how quickly you are able to just like adapt to your environment or move very swiftly and in control. Well, Lucis the Wild sometimes a little reckless, sometimes a little like, So keep things under control. If you're driving on a mountain, you're, you know, cruising quite fast, but there's lots of twists and turns, you better be careful you don't fly off the edge, right? That would be crazy. We have the big ass stack. I don't know. I feel like I should probably take it. It might tell us something here. It's quite a few cards. So I don't know if I'm going to keep them, but I will like run through these cards. We have a lot. Can you see this? We have a lot to talk about here, but I feel like Spirit just kind of, we have a 5 of Swords peeking out. I think this is the Devil reverse. We did see that 9 of Swords in reverse earlier. There's a lot of cards here. Looks at this Ace of Wands in reverse. I think that there could be something that you're saying no to, or you're rejecting, or you're stomping out the fire is actually how I'm seeing this in my mind's eye. Okay, the 5 of Swords can definitely bring in hostility, can bring in a lot of judgment, anger, resentment, grudges, y'all. You know, it's like someone's acting very bitter Betty. Shout out to the Bettys out there. There's a Betty watching, not trying to, you know, use her name in a bad way, but there's like some people that are very bitter and petty, and you just are not showing any signs of interest. You're not feeding the flame. You're putting the flame out with your water. Okay, we have the Devil reverse underneath the 5 of Swords, so you're really just not giving a fuck. You're not giving a 9 of Swords in reverse. You're not giving any ounce of energy into someone's toxicity or manipulative ways, trying to get a reaction from you. Excuse me. Throat chakra acting up. Maybe there's something that you've been withholding from speaking because you're just not wanting to give them any ounce of attention or, you know, any reaction. Yeah, 4 of Cups reverse with the Empress. You are choosing to focus on the things that are bringing you health, happiness, abundance, security. You're focusing on your self-care. You're focusing on the things that actually are good for you and are like helping you grow, helping you achieve more of your goals and your manifestations. It looks here you are vibrating on such a high frequency. There's nothing that will drag you down. You're not about that. You're living on cloud 9. You on cloud 9 and you don't want to come down. I don't blame you for that. I wouldn't either. Okay, Cancer, show me clearly. What do you guys need to know? Look out for, be aware of during this time. Another stack? I'm not taking that, y'all. That's not, no more stacks right now. I don't. 5 of Wands is at the bottom. Maybe there's some, what did I say earlier? Did I say disruptions with the 7 of Swords? Yeah, I did. Now, this isn't like the main card. It hasn't actually come out, but this is where I stopped shuffling 5 of Wands. I just kind of feel like there could be some choppiness, or there's a fire to stomp out. Let me just see what's underneath this. 3 of Swords, some people getting hurt. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. That's all I'll say. Page of Pentacles. Maybe an opportunity for healing or forgiveness, but let's keep pulling. What's going on for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. 2 of Wands reversed. So you've made up your mind. You've made your decision. And are things at a stalemate? They were. Okay, we have the Star at the bottom, Aquarius, the World, and the 9 of Pentacles reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. So you're moving on. You were at a stalemate, or there was something going on in your life that was like barely moving, or there was not much movement at all. But yet your trust in yourself, your trust in the universe, your trust in the divine, your guides and angels, you knew you, like what we were saying earlier, you're being divinely protected and your blessings cannot be blocked. Your blessings are falling right into your lap, but there were some things in your life that truly had to go bye-bye. Like the Star with the World. First of all, for those that you're in a situation where it's been very tricky, it's been very draining, exhausting, tiring, and it's just been so dragged out. You've just been like praying for this to be over. Here we got it, y'all. And you sense you're just like, you're basically about to cross the finish line. It definitely feels here. There's some, from now to Leo season, we'll have the full moon in Aquarius. I feel like there's going to be a transition in your reality, your physical reality. I do feel here that something you've been praying for, something that you have been really calling in, visualizing, feeling, attracting, and just like feeling it with your entire essence. It's something that you can expect within the next 2 months to take place. And I'm seeing some of you, there's like a changing in your physical reality. Some of you could be moving. Some of you are changing jobs. You could be quitting your job or starting a new job. Some of you are completely like selling your house and moving somewhere completely different. Like there's a huge transition in your life. You're going through a massive change in your reality, and it might feel a little destabilizing at first. Like 9 of Pentacles in reverse, there could be moments you have over the next like couple of months. I know this is like for June, but okay. My dog barking confirmation probably doesn't pick up because this microphone does block out a lot of the sound, which is blessed. But anyways, just like a sign of protection, by the way, because my dog, she's a protector, and whenever she barks, she thinks that she's protecting. So I love that. Spirit's protecting y'all, don't you forget. But anyways, there's moments where you may find yourself having like doubts or questioning, like, is this really happening? Am I ready for this change? Can I really do this? Am I like, you know, having all those thoughts? But the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, this is a great time for you to focus on empowering yourself and having that confidence that you can overcome anything that comes your way, that you are good enough. And honestly, this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, getting good in your independence, getting good in your like self-care rituals, making that more of a priority for those where you've been like neglecting, and your sleep has not been the best, or your eating hasn't been the best. Like maybe you haven't been eating at all, or you've been eating a bunch of junk, like showing like you're cleaning up your life, or that's what's going to help you. Some of you are getting out of a relationship where it's been like financial dependency on the other person. Situation like that, where I see that Spirit is pushing you to really get your foundation solid underneath your feet. It's a little bit wobbly right now, but that's okay because that's going to change. Okay. So let's see here. What else got going on for Cancer? Messages for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Eyes, and Venus placement. Show me clearly. What do my Cancerians need to know? Look out for, be aware of during this time. Prince of Cups in reverse. Interesting, because I feel like there's a lot of people who are wanting to meet you, wanting to see you, wanting to talk to you, be around you. I do get a vibe from this where you could be in your crab shell, or you might just be rejecting some of these offers because they're just not really, you know how we saw 7 of Cups and then at the bottom was Devil reverse. It's like, you know what to avoid. And I do feel like with this Prince of Cups in the reverse, there's some things that you just don't have the emotional capacity for, or like you're just, you know, you already have a lot going on in your mind, in your heart, and there's just some things that you're just like, no, I'm not attracted to this. I'm not, respectfully not attracted to this person. Say if it's love, romance, you know, there's just not the chemistry there. Prince of Cups in the reverse here, that you might even be dealing with people that are emotionally unavailable or inconsiderate of how you feel, people that are just, let's see, we have the Sun, Alchemist, Ace of Wands reverse. You might be looking at these people like they're not that serious. Like the Sun, very much fun and games, but why the Ace of Wands reverse tells me like you're not really interested in going further here. You're looking at something elsewhere. Magician and the Sun, you looking at these offers, these people coming into your life, you're like, I'm not going to just settle for the first thing that comes into my life. Like, Spirit, show me something better. Give me something better. Right? You can look at, you got all these options. You do have options, but you're like, no, I'm gonna wait until the right one comes, or wait until the right person comes, or the right job, or right opportunity. This doesn't feel right. I'm gonna not like you're waiting, doing nothing, but you're going to allow yourself more time to receive an offer that's equivalent of what it is that you feel you deserve, you know? You're not just gonna settle for the second best, or, you know, something that's like mediocre, ordinary, you know? You could have also recently made up your mind, or you may be in the next couple of weeks making up your mind about a romantic interest. You might actually be coming to terms with some sort of incompatibility. Prince of Cups in reverse is saying like there's not much to go off anymore. There's not much chemistry. Maybe somebody gave you the ick. Okay. I don't think this deck wants to shuffle anymore. What else you got for Cancer before we clarify Judgment? So you are, let me say, and we have the Sun again at the bottom, you are passing these like divine tests with flying colors. We do have a lot of divine orchestration. Like there's these situations that are playing out that are very significant and are showing you how much you've grown, how much you've transformed over the last year. Like when we look back to where you were a year ago or even a couple years ago, like, and I say this because like your birthday is coming up and this is a very powerful time to reflect on your soul's journey, how much that you have learned over the last year, what has changed, what you've let go of, what you've made space for, any new things that have recently begun or you are anticipating in the next couple of weeks or months of your life. Like this is a powerful time and the divine is truly supporting you, and it just feels, you may even have some people from your past coming back around, and I know some of you do not want to hear about that, but even though that's the case, I think like you could just be rejecting it or turning it down. Obviously if you want to go down that road you totally can, but I just feel here Judgment, the Sun, Ten of Swords. What's done is done. The King of Wands reverse. Yeah, what's done is done. Does not look like you're interested in reviving the dead, right? You ain't bringing back the dead. The dead is gone. It's done. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, right? The Sun and the Ten of Swords. I also feel like this is finding happiness after the ending. Maybe you didn't get the desired happy ending in that situation, that relationship, that job, that home environment, whatever. But it's because that's not your happy ending. There's a different happy ending. It's like plot twist. Okay. Everything though is happening for your highest good. With Judgment and the Sun, I do also see this as like a blessing falling into your lap. We should definitely look into this. We should definitely look into this. See, like you're stepping in a time of like empowering yourself, feeling the strongest you felt in a long time, feeling the happiest you felt in a long time. And, you know, I love that for you. So why is the Seven of Swords here, right? I can't even remember what came out at the bottom with the Seven of Swords. I don't remember. Okay, so yeah, Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Why is the Seven of Swords here? That's way too many, way too many, way too many. It doesn't matter. Spirit's like, too bad. But I'm literally, I cannot, y'all. I cannot. You know what I will do though? I will take the cards I see face up. We'll pretend like this is just one card. I'm not even going to look at what's underneath. This is a thick stack. Okay. So, and then another stack. But so what I'm seeing, we have a Seven of Pentacles. So, oh, hello. My ring just fell off. I don't really wear these much, but I was like, let's do gold today. But like they kind of, my fingers are cold, so they fall off easily. 777, by the way. That's what I was trying to say before my ring fell off. Seven of Pentacles. We have a Knight of Swords underneath the stack. Let's just, I'm not even gonna look at the other cards. I'm just gonna put it in the deck. We have the Ace of Swords reverse, and I'm not looking at it. I'm just gonna put that, okay? Because I don't want to get overwhelmed with all the other cards. So you're looking at, let's see here. It fell out like this, actually. Ooh. So there's something you've been anticipating. There's something you've been expecting to come your way. You've been prepared. You've been prepared. Look at this. So we have the Knight of Swords, which could represent someone, a person coming into your life who could be very impulsive, kind of reckless, careless, or very blunt too. Very blunt. They come in quick, they leave quick, unannounced as well. It's very random with this person. Very fucking random. And you know that. And you've been there before. You've been anticipating some sort of movement in this situation. And Here we got it, y'all. Now, we have a King of Wands and then the Ace of Swords reversed. I do get a sense someone is lying. Someone is not being honest. Ace of Swords reversed can talk about like malicious intentions, somebody who cannot be trusted. Their words mean jack shit. They'll say one thing, they'll do the complete opposite. They'll give people shit for doing something and then they'll turn around and do the exact same thing that they were just talking shit about. Like, hypocritical for sure. This is somebody who is also very judgy and someone who they're not honest. Like, they're not honest with themselves, so how could they be honest with anybody else? And so we're clear, this is coming out with the 7 of Swords. It's like there's someone, the way that they're moving is not genuine. And I think that you may be cutting away any deception or like any expectation that they've placed on you, because they're coming towards you with this expectation. What are they expecting from you? I'm not quite. I think that, you know what, the 7 of Swords moving to the 6 of Pentacles, it looks like they're expecting to make some sort of like agreement, pact. We'll look into this. They think that you're on their side. They think that they will get what they want. I think you could be shutting this person down. Let me look into this 6 of Pentacles. As I split the deck, we have the Hierophant and Temperance. So this is Taurus energy as well as Sagittarius. I think you could be teaching this person a karmic lesson. They also are teaching you a big karmic lesson too in your journey. Helping your souls elevate and ascend, whether you take the opportunity or not, and vice versa. Same with them. 6 of Pentacles. Why is the 6 of Pentacles here for Cancer? 3 of Wands. Another stack, y'all. Give me the stacks today. 3 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Well, this is about your future goals, endeavors, your future investments, and you have to take a look at what you're being offered and ask yourself 100% if this fits the vision. And this does feel like an energy of kickstarting your journey or kickstarting a new life, and it happens very much fast and immediate. Let's see what's at the bottom. Ouch. Hermit reversed. Virgo energy with the Sun. Here we have the Sun coming out again and the King of Swords. Looks like whatever this is, you're very much like locked in, serious about this, basking in your glory, your success. It seems like you're coming out and shining. Like you've been in like hermit mode, and now it's time to come out of that crab shell of yours. It's time to be seen. It's time to be known. It's time to like pop out and shine bright. And if you gotta blind a motherfucker by your brightness, then you gotta blind him. Put on some sunnies. Put on some shades. If you can't handle Cancer's light and brightness, well, close your eyes then. Look the other way. So this is something that you're moving towards. So again, I'm seeing like you could be looking up houses, you could be looking up new places to live or even travel to. Some of you could be starting like creative projects that could lead to, well, it's creative, but I see money involved here. This could be something that you end up getting paid for, doing something you love or you're very passionate about, but yet it also is another source of income, money, bringing in more stability. Some of you could be inheriting like money or like a house or some sort of property. It doesn't even have to have like a house. It could be like land, like I'm just getting random shit. Okay, 7 of Cups. Why is this 7 of Cups here? Because you're like, remember when this came out, I was like, you're trying to figure out like what's real, what isn't. Was that when we had the Devil reverse? I can't remember when the Devil reverse showed up. Doesn't matter. 7 of Cups. Why is the 7 of Cups here for Cancer? 7 of Cups for Cancer. Why is the 7 of Cups here? 4 of Swords. I'm hearing sleep on it. If you're not seeing things clearly or you're having hesitation on making a choice, maybe sleep on it or give yourself like 24 hours, 48 hours to kind of feel things out. We have the King of Pentacles. Why is the 7 of Cups here? 777 might be important. 7th of July could be your birthday. Comment down below if that's you. Hierophant. Before you make any commitment, Spirit is saying, hold up, wait a minute, slow the fuck down. Knight of Pentacles even at the bottom. Okay, which I'm seeing something else here. So you can't rush something. If people are trying to pressure you, rush you, or get you to move at a pace that feels uncomfortable, it's not alignment. All right. Four of Swords is a card of peace, clarity, and groundedness. Even the King of Pentacles, very secure, very grounded in oneself. Okay. This is also a leader, someone who is very much loyal to what they believe in, what they stand for. This is someone who could also be a guide or a mentor of some sort. They could be a parent. They could just be someone who is highly educated, highly skilled in their business sector, you know, but this is someone who's very responsible and does not just make careless or rash decisions, especially in a situation that could be very overwhelming or confusing, or there's just too many, you know, moving pieces. There's so much that's up in the air. There's so much clutter and cloudiness. So this is someone who's, I'm assuming this is you, you're being very responsible and you're not going to just rush in all blindly. You're going to really feel things out and see what feels the most secure and the most promising, right? Out of all the options or offers that are at your fingertips, at your table, you're going to be making a very wise and strategic decision. Okay. And you're very, like, with the Hierophant over there, you truly are leveling up. You truly are ascending. Your vibration is rising. And you are also teaching other people a lot too. By just how you're acting, how you're speaking, how you carry yourself, you are demonstrating what others could become, or like what others see potential in. Like, you're inspiring other people. Does that make sense? Okay, so then we have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom, Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. Look at all these people that you're inspiring. Seriously, inspiring a lot of people. I'm also seeing like offers coming in. Again, we saw that earlier. We even have a pair, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Now we're missing a Queen of Cups to match the King of Cups, but I'm seeing like offers coming in that seem like the right fit, that seem truly in alignment. We have a Page of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm seeing conversations that really get the ball rolling. Conversations to be had in the near future. And then let's take a look at, let's see. Let me look into Judgment. I don't have a whole lot of time left. Let me look into Judgment, see why this is here. Remember, Judgment came out with the Sun at the bottom. So I felt like, you know, passing the test with flying colors, being able to be rewarded for all of the work that you've done on your journey over the last month, over the last year, and so on. Judgment. Why is Judgment here? It's the energy of like a liberation, like you finally freed yourself from something in your life that was holding you back. Right? We saw the Sun with the Ten of Swords. It's like finally the happiness after an ending. It's not the happy ending, but it's like finding happiness after something in your life ended. What's this card trying to flip out? Knight of Cups. Some of you do have a past lover coming back up, right? Judgment with the Knight of Cups. You may also have someone coming through. It could even be somebody brand new, y'all. But this is somebody who, Spirit says, like, use your discernment, you know. Let me see. I need more on this, honestly. What's at the bottom? Strength. Some of you dealing with a Leo. There's a Leo coming back into your life. Talking about Judgment for Cancer. I'm hearing, like, in terms of love, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And then I just heard, well, then why are they all dead? It's like, good question. 10 of Wands. Someone's feeling burdened. Someone from your past feels a lot of guilt, or because they didn't prioritize you necessarily, like they had other things going on, or they just was at the Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm gonna pull a couple more on Judgment, but just one last thing with this, it's like with the Knight of Cups, 10 of Wands, somebody here has a lot of emotions towards you, but they bottle it up or they've been burying it. I wouldn't be surprised if someone like unleashes this onto you. I don't really like how that sounds though. Like it does feel kind of like what we saw with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords, like someone coming in kind of out of the blue, but yet you expected it, because that's just how, I can't even pick up the cards. That's how this person typically has moved in the past, is just like very much unpredictable. But are they just saying something that they think you want to hear, but it's not actually truthful or on it, like, or genuine? Ace of Swords in reverse could be showing like there's a distortion here, or it's coming from a place of ego rather than their soul or like their heart. It's like they're They may see it as like a game or a competition to try and win you back. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through for judgment. Spirit could also be saying, like, if you're holding on to someone, if there's someone that you've been having a hard time letting go, healing from, moving on from, right? Your hands are completely full and there's someone new, someone better, someone completely different than what you're used to, who is on their way into your life, but because your hands are full, it's like you're not able to quite receive that love just yet because you're busy like holding on to the past. So spirit could even be urging you during this time to clear that old energy out, which I know is easier said than done, but that could be something that you're being guided towards, like letting somebody go. I'm also hearing someone can't let you go, so that you may even be feeling, oh look, 2 of Cups. This flipped out. When did that flip out? But I'm just feeling it's like mutual. Like you may be having a hard time letting someone go. They're having a hard time letting you go. And the energetic wire between y'all, you constantly keep pulling at each other. So 7 of Swords at the bottom. We go full circle. We go full circle. 7 of Swords, the Sun again, and the 2 of Pentacles. I'm seeing someone sabotaged a connection that could have really like took off and been like amazing. Or we have the Fool, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Like there could have been something successful here, but somebody was constantly second guessing themselves or like inconsistent. And they also, like the Sun with the 2 of Pentacles, someone's emotions were very much hot and cold or like up and down. I also feel like 7 of Swords and the Sun, someone felt like they weren't worthy of being happy or being loved. It's energy of sabotage. Self-sabotage is a big thing coming up here. Anyways, yeah, I mean, this could be a test between you and another person, but it does seem very complicated. It does seem like somebody here, both parties actually holding on to matters of their past that they're having a hard time healing from, letting go, forgiving. There's this baggage that has to be sorted out. You have some baggage to sort out and someone else does. And the universe divine seems to be pushing you guys to facing your stuff and making space, making peace and healing. And maybe y'all can come back around somewhere down the line if that's in alignment with your highest good. Okay, so, I mean, I think that's where we'll leave your reading here for today. I hope that you found this helpful and insightful, Cancer. Please let me know if you did in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Private readings are available down below in the description box. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.